This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Well, welcome into the Lawton High gym where we have got an extended overtime JV game with the boys. It was 58-58 with at the end of regulation, and then they put 2 minutes on the clock, and so far back and forth up and down the court, Lawton High leads by a bucket 60-58 in the boys JV game. That's very interesting here in the Lawton High gym. But we've got a great district showdown between these two. A very good Dell City Lady Eagles team will start off against the Lady Wolverines, and then followed up by the Lawton High Wolverines, 18-1, and against the Dell City Eagles, who are 10-6. I'm going to bring in our Mid-Dell reporter from the, OSN desk of Mid-Dell. It is going to be Jordan Ray. And Jordan, I know that you're anticipating this. It's going to be a very great matchup. What is your thoughts about tonight?
Yeah, Eric, I'm definitely in Mid-Dell, Midwest City, right in the heart of Midwest City. So glad I can join you here. Let's go ahead and talk about the girls' game. Obviously, this is an appetizer for the boys' game. In this case, the boys' game features 1 versus 2 in district, but we'll get to that later on. As far as the girls' game goes, a couple of interesting things. First, I want to talk about actually Lawton High for a bit here. They've had a rough early part of the season. They lost to Altus by about 50 points. Well, in the rematch, that was at home, by the way. In the rematch at Altus, they lost within 20, lost by 19. And they've also won a couple district games in a row before that against John Marshall and Western Heights. So they're starting to do some things. They won a couple of tournament games, I think. They're starting to do some things to get some confidence. So I'm going to be interested to see if they play better this week when we have them on tonight, and then when they play Midwest City on Friday night. And those games will be on the network, of course. As for Dell City, I thought they had a really good showing in the Titan Classic. Their only loss was to Evan Memorial by 3 points. Evan Memorial is really good in girls basketball in 6A. Now, tonight, Dell City will be without one of their starting guards, and we'll see how they do without her. That's Kamaya Morgan, really good three-point shooter and defender. So you're going to see Courtney McCarroll is what I was told start in her place. And so, but the thing about Dell City is they have a lot of depth. It will be interesting to see if Coach Mariah White still brings 5 players off the bench in the first half, and then has a third stringer come in to do that otherwise the rest of the second string, or does she play a little differently? But this is a good stretch for the Dell City girls to get kind of warmed up. And again, this is one of the leading contenders to win state. I've said before, I think they're the most likely Mid-Dell team to win state. So we'll get a close-up view of it. I do think it's obviously a matchup very much in their favor tonight. But one of the things to watch, no matter how much better you are than your opponent, how you do from the free throw line. That's the one thing that could cause issues for the Dell City girls in a close game. So in this game, whether it's close or not, free throws will be the same difficulty no matter what, you would think. So that'll be one of the other things I'm interested in seeing early on. And, of course, I'll be following some other games, including on the Oklahoma Sports Network, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Duncan plays at Altus. It's actually a big game for the Midwest City girls. They need Altus to pull an upset against Duncan, which I think is possible, although I do believe Duncan is the better team of the two. But that will allow Midwest City to retake their district lead over Duncan, which right now they're tied with them, but they would lose a tiebreaker. And then on the other district, Carl Albert and El Reno are undefeated. And, of course, we'll see. It's important to see which one is going to be seeded first or second. And they're playing tonight at El Reno. A lot will go into that matchup as well. So those will be some of the other things I'm following, Eric, in girls basketball.
All right. We want to thank also the Mid-Dell crossover sponsors, too, as well.
Yes, I will be mentioning them more specific. I have my taglines with me, but I do remember them. So big thanks to Dynamic Health Clinic in Hara, great chiropractic place, and they do other stuff as well. Triple H Screen Printing, definitely a good place to go for any type of sporting equipment needs. Tootie buys houses. They buy and sell homes in any condition. And then, of course, Patrick Newby State Farm. So we appreciate them, and we'll talk more about them at halftime.
All right, thank you very much, Jordan Ray, representing Mid-Dell, and we're going to get back with him at halftime. He'll talk a little bit about what his thoughts were with the girls' game, and then also for the boys' game and the setup. We are now actually in double overtime. They went into an overtime JV game, put 2 minutes on the clock, and I guess it's the home that decides what they're going to do with it. Now it's 60-60 in the JV boys' game. It's all tied up there, and they put 1 minute on the clock. So we'll see if they try to keep on extending that because it should be an interesting play in the last 45 seconds. So we're going to take a timeout, and we will be back to set things up for the girls. It's the Del City Lady Eagles and the Lady Wolverines coming up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Well, we're back at Lawton High Gym. It's a second overtime for the boys JV game. It's 62-60. Lawton High with the lead at the free throw line. They get the bucket to make it 63, and a timeout is called there. So we'll just kind of set this one up because we've got the varsity going to be in action with the girls after the warm-up with the Del City Lady Eagles. That's the boys' record, by the way, 18-1 and 10-6. It's a prelude of what should be a great matchup for our boys' game. In earlier contest, it was, he fouled him at the going for a three, so he's going to go to the line for three. to try to tie this one up. They did the cardinal rule, and JV players are going to learn. You don't foul the three-point shooter. I mean, that's kind of the cardinal rule of let it go, you know what I mean? So you foul them, you're going to have an opportunity to put them at the line to try to tie this one. It is 63-60 with Lawton High with the lead with 5 seconds left to go in double overtime for the boys' JV game. First shot is up and good, so that really is going to kind of seal that, hopefully, because then we'll have the girls warm up. But, we've got, interestingly, on the network, we also have Altus and Duncan that's going live right now. For those who are watching on Facebook, give us a like there. Follow us there. You can say, well, what's up with the latest with the Oklahoma Sports Network? What games you're going to be at? We just done with the county tournament. We did semifinals on Thursday, Friday, and then the finals on Saturday. We had some of the look of all the games at Carl Albert with the Titan Classic. That was great basketball. You can watch all of those on demand. He makes 2 of the 3, so 63-62. 5 seconds left to go, and they're going to foul him to put him down on the free throw line. They both have 5, so they're going to go down here and walk it down to try to 3.3 seconds left to go in double overtime for the boys' JV game. So we have just kind of started our broadcast early, so we didn't put you in waits to know what was going to be taking place. And we want to make sure that, you can download our app. It's the free and easiest way to connect to us. Just search the Oklahoma Sports Network on your Apple and Android devices. Make sure that you are in home at Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. And then YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. For those who are watching YouTube, you can get a lot of basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and that's a great opportunity to connect there. And then socially on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. So we'll take a brief timeout as they finish up this boys JV game and double overtime, and we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Wings and pizza here.
You mean pizza and wings?
16 boneless wings, 1 pizza, wings and pizza.
It's stuffed crust pizza. Pizza is the lead.
Wings and pizza. Guys,
get a large stuffed crust pizza and 16 boneless wings starting at $19.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Hey, another great advantage of being on the Oklahoma Sports Network is our OSN teams playing each other this week. We mentioned some great matchups. We have coming up tonight right now between Del City and Lawton High. Coming up on Friday, we've got 3 to be looking out after. You'll have Lawton High, who travels up to Midwest City. You'll have Del City playing Altus, and you'll have Carl Albert playing MacArthur. So you've got a great opportunity to watch a lot of basketball with the OSN teams on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Well, welcome into the broadcast. Myself, Eric Sherem, and Craig Hinton will be our color commentator and on the camera work. It looks like they've got the drum corps for the Lawton High Wolverines to kind of set up some early pre-warm-up noise. But the boys went into double overtime. Lawton High wins 64-62, but a three-point shot lined it up perfect for Del City at the buzzer, does not go in. It hits the rim and out. They could have easily won by 1, but they lose by the 2, 64-62 in the JV contest. We've got the girls coming up in varsity action in about 7.5 minutes. So you keep it right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
Yeah, the Point After podcast, wherever you pick up podcasting, whether you are on Spotify, if you're on Apple, or if you're on YouTube, you can watch that. Our guest last week was Cheva Smith from the Lawton High Wolverines, talking about this team that is now 18-1. And I had to go actually do some research and talk to David Stanley, who was the athletic director, and he's also the athletic trainer for the Lawton High Wolverines. Been around this program for a long time and was also a player on this court. many years ago, and I said, do you remember a team that had this much success? And he said, man, not in recent years. And I said, could it be Stacey King? And he said, yeah. He said that was 1985. He was an underclassman. He said they went to the state finals that year. He said, they had a run like that. So, I mean, if you're having to compare something to 1985, which is maybe before some of these parents of these kids, not let alone the kids themselves, if you're Lawton and you know the history of that, he went on to play for the Bulls, play with Michael Jordan, got some NBA championship rings out of it. A great testament to his play of going all the way to the next level of basketball. So to say that it's special for Lawton High, I've told many people, and if you're watching this broadcast and we got the girls game first, if you really want to see up and down basketball that Lawton High has put on this court and a really good bench to go with it, they've got something special going on here, and so you may want to take a look at that. Okay, we've got about 2.5 minutes left for the warm-ups. We'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups, and we'll do that after this timeout. You're watching the OSN Baseball Game of the Week right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventive maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventive maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. Zero down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford and Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
All right, just completed with the national anthem, getting ready for the starting lineups for, first off, the visiting Del City Eagles, and they will start off being introduced, and they are going to be in all their darks with the Lawton High's whites, so they're going to be in the dark red with kind of black shirts underneath, kind of a black-red combination. So wearing number 10, she's a freshman, 5'5" guard, Josiah McAllister. So Miss McAllister will come off the bench, followed by number 20. She's also a freshman, a guard, 5'11", Paris Baker. And you think, man, they got freshmen on the floor and they're doing this well. You're going to have to contend with them a long time. Number 23, a junior, is Courtney McCarroll. She's a 5'5" guard junior. Wearing number 30, she's a forward, 5'7". That's Tori Moore. And lastly, a sophomore, 5'10", forward, Senya Bonds. So Bonds, Moore, McCarroll, Baker, and McAllister on the floor for the Del City Lady Eagles. And now your Lady Wolverines being introduced. We're going to start off with a freshman as well, so you're going to see her for the next several years for the Lady Wolverines, who are going to be in all white. She'll wear number 0 is Kemia Davis. She'll be introduced. She's got a little streak of pink on half of her hair there, so you can kind of see where she is on the court at any given time. A sophomore wearing number 2 is Katie Wiggins. A senior wearing number 3. That's Keilana Randall. See a lot about a Randall up and down the court. Also another senior coming off the bench wearing number 22. So Amani Dickerson. And a sophomore to conclude wearing number 32 is Mila Walker under the direction of head coach Reggie Smith. That is your starting lineups. Del City Lady Eagles and the Lady Wolverines will set to tip this one off with 8 on the board and get ready after what we said is a double overtime boys JV game, which threw this game about 30 minutes past of what we were going to start this contest. But it was 64-62 in the JV boys game. And like we said, Del City had the last shot of an opportunity with a couple of seconds on the clock. Threw up a 3, hit the rim. It was either win or lose, and so they come up short by the deuce. 64-62, they could have won up by 1. Del City in all red. Wolverines all white. Same color schemes for these two. Tipping it up, and the Del City Lady Eagles will control the opening tip. Just like that underway, and going to round this around is McAllister. Play a little round ball between her and McCarroll. A lot of perimeter, just kind of seeking out this 2-3 zone. Down underneath, strong on the boards. Up for Bonds, no good. And then the hard rebound for the Lady Wolverines by Walker. 32 against 32. Crosses the timeline. It's a little bit different Wolverine team than what we've seen in the beginning of the season. So coach has really done a lot of good work of making them aggressive, making them not as passive and less confident. So we got a little bit of a whistle down below.
5-second call.
Okay,
there.
so took a little bit too long to set that one up. And so the first Lady Wolverine trip down the floor comes empty. But the same thing with the Del City Eagles, and that's why we're at a 0-0 start. Lets that one fly. Loses that, gets the rebound. And will reset up at the top of the key. Looks for a little bit of Bonds. Outside corner, dribbles. up against 3 defenders inside the paint. That's kind of deflected, and now we got a whistle in the paint. We're going to shoot for 2.
Number 32. How you doing?
I think Dell City probably went with a lot of their bench players to start off because I think they were able to manhandle Lawton High a little earlier, so they just went with a few bench players.
So our first score is for Dell City, and the Lady Eagles get on the board at the free throw line of a 1 out of 2. Fast break opportunity up off the glass, doesn't hesitate. And that's McAllister. She puts up the bucket off the glass to get a 3-0 start with 6:14 left to go. It's deflected away, and Dell City comes quickly down the floor. It's Baker down underneath, low post. They're going to try to camp down there with Bonds. She misses that. And a rebound by the Wolverines, stolen by Dell City, then stolen by the Wolverines. Now we'll set back up. Kind of finding each other out. Bonds really gets a little clap on there, and she's going to follow her, and she's going to get the hand. Another 5-second.
No, we got a timeout.
Timeout called, okay. So a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300.
So the Lady Wolverines call the first timeout, get things underway, and Lady Wolverines looking for their first bucket tonight as Wiggins tries to get past McAllister. Now go that low corner, back up top, over to Walker, and that gets stolen into the hands of Bonds. Bonds tries to force feed it, and a turnover. The Lady Wolverines. Here comes the freshman. Steps in a little Euro step inside the lane for Davis. She gets it to fall for the deuce, and the first Wolverine score. Empty down on the other end. Dell City picks this up out underneath, and that's going to be quickly off for Bonds. Lawton High really kind of crashing those boards, trying to get those extra opportunities. 4:40 and counting. Not quite halfway through quarter number 1. It's a 5-2 Dell City lead with the ball. Kind of miss up with that exchange. Down low, and she's going to go up as Randall tries to commit the contact, and she does. And she'll go to the line shooting 2. Shooting for 2, and you're let Trey cut it. Opportunity, the free throw line. First shot is no good. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cutt-It. Why haven't you let Trey Cutt-It? Where appointments prevent disappointment. Saw him today, and he has that even on his barber's bib there. Little logo and everything, so we appreciate his support.
Oh, we got to make those free throws.
Second shot is no good. Quickly down the floor, Dell City doesn't hesitate, does not wait. McAllister puts it up for the due to extend the lead to 7. Now a steal up I thought she was going to take it. Unselfishly tries to pass it underneath. She'll get the thank you and the hand clap from her teammates. And McCarroll will go to the line. Looks like only a foul apiece to start off this quarter. Extends the lead to 8-2. Still not quite halfway through quarter one. We're a little slow behind with a double overtime Lawton High JV boys win. 64-62. 9-2 here. And the press against the Wolverines will get it across the timeline just in time. Goes down underneath. Tries to penetrate and get a travel and a walk. So she took a little bit of a step too much and turned the ball over. And the Del City Lady Eagles going to bring it down the court. She's going to take it all the way, and boy, she goes in our hard. She's not even concerned as a freshman. She doesn't play like one.
Yeah. Going downhill, drawing that foul.
So the Del City Lady Eagles will take the ball out underneath with McCarroll. Courtney looks for a little bit of a, said she goes back up to McAllister. Back up top, lets that one fly, and then nothing but cord. Gets that one.
Lawton High, they have to be careful with the ball.
All good net, and then just like that, a turnover, and Del City is going to encamp themselves right down below. So the run is on for the Del City Lady Eagles. McCarroll will inbounds. Over to McAllister. Oh, she eyes the three. She had a look right there. She wanted McCarroll, but instead takes it right in. Big Del City run now. Almost does get that stolen from behind. Going to watch the reach in there. She's going to go in strong. No call, but a nice little pass down to Baker. With the assist and the bucket, Baker puts it up for the deuce. 15-2 now your score. Del City really in that comfortable lead. A tie up, and they'll call a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to take it out for the Lady Wolverines. Say they're kind of in their white. They're almost kind of a light dingy gray almost. I think that's on purpose, so it wasn't like they hadn't been washed properly. Just all these color schemes now, because they're wearing a white shirt underneath, so it shows you the difference of what I'm seeing on color-wise. Not quite colorblind. 2:50 and counting. Del City with the lead. Wolverines with the ball. And a whistle on the floor.
Guess she stepped out.
So she must have stepped right on the line where we could not see here on the near side of the court. And that's going to be a turnover. Kind of think you'd know kind of where your placement of feet with on your home floor. But nonetheless, we'll run the clock. McAllister. Nice little pass down to Bonds and a nice move just right down below. Not much you can do about that. Still putting on the pressure. Lady Wolverines end up turning the ball over. A steal. Goes right straight to the boards. Going to hit the backboard off the glass, and it's going to be against the Wolverines. Last touched. So the Del City Lady Eagles will inbounds. Letting these girls play. They've been up and down the court. Not a lot of stoppage much.
Yeah.
Moore finally gets a little touch. They get a little shot off, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Lady Wolverines will still retain. Glad you could join us on the network. We also have Eltis and Duncan going on as well. So if you're on the app, you can just bounce back and forth to those games. doubleheaders for both girls and boys in action. Davis a little contested a little bit. She gets that off. Going to launch that one. Oh, rims in and out. It's a great shot. Doesn't come through for the home team, and the rebound for the Del City Lady Eagles. McCarroll tries to go coast to coast. 3 bodies. She'll kick out for a 3. Hits the front end. No. Put back up off the glass hard is no good by Bonds. Bonds still gets touched. Doesn't end up getting the travel. Sends it over to McCarroll. A launch from way downtown, and we'll call it a 3. And a timeout on the floor. It's a 22 advantage and a big run by the Del City Lady Eagles. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
All right, back here at the Lawton High gym, where we have a 20-2 and a 3-ball launched shot to make it good, to extend it to 20. 20-2, Del City leads. 1:27 remaining here in quarter one. They're still going to press. They're going to put pressure, and they're going to say, was able to knock that out of bounds against the Lady Wolverines, so the Del City Lady Eagles will get the ball underneath their own basket. Sasha Hunt-Smith into the ball game. Gets that out to Lewis. We got some new bench players that come down. We're going to try to go to Bonds, and then she'll kick it outside for a 3-ball look. No good. Bonds with a rebound. Kind of a tie-up. Loose ball thrown out of bounds. No. Still controlled. Del City gets it. So after the deflection, McAllister circumvents all of the defenders around. She gets it down to Bonds. Bonds tries the kick-down pass, and there's going to be a travel call after the steal. So they do what they can to get Bonds disrupted, but then they take the extra step and a turnover. 18-point advantage with 55 seconds left to go here in quarter one, and lets that one up and in. .44 seconds remaining. Steal. A re-steal, back over on the other end of the floor. Has to pick that one up. Yeah, a lot of back and forth. Lets that one go high up off the glass, and she's fouled on the way in, and she'll go to the line shooting two. .6 seconds remaining. Gabby Wright, the senior, at the line shooting two. First shot up and no good. Back irons that. Second shot coming up. Up, bounces once, twice, and off the rim. So they come up with the unlucky, and a nice shot earlier that kind of just went inside the cylinder and out. And she takes it. Bonds all the way down, coast to coast, to add the bucket to 24. And the pressure still on. Del City Lady Eagles looks for a little help. Lady Wolverines need some help. 3 defenders. She gets that across, and then open lady down below. Misses it a little bit too high, with a putback up is good just before the buzzer to get the bucket to count. It's 24-4 after one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Well, there's a couple reasons why I was excited for Tuesday to get here last week, because we got some great matchups on the network with these games. But I really wanted to see the Del City girls in person. I had seen a little bit of what they'd done on paper, watched a little bit, but it's good to see them live. And same thing for the boys. I got to watch the Del City Lawton High matchup at Del City, where Lawton High took that win. Del City wants to try to avenge that and get a revenge on that game, and that's going to be a part of our second of our doubleheader. Work the ball around with a little out of perimeter passing. Try to go down low to Bonds, and then she will kick out to Baker down, and we'll start back up top. Working our way down. Double team. Bonds splits the double team. Turnaround goes right to the hoop. 4-2. That's how we get things underway here in the second quarter. Second quarter is brought to you by Home Tech Solutions, providing you with the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions for both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma for over 20 years of experience. Call for a free estimate today, 919-0328. That's 580-919-0328. Outside look for Del City. 3 ball on the way. Back iron's no good. Gets the rebound. We'll do it again. From the same spot. They say, first time you didn't get it, why don't you try a second? And it goes right in to make it 29. Still putting on the press against the Lady Wolverines. They'll give up that if they think they can get it across. So Gabby Wright gets down. So Gabby gets the 2 as the kind of left her alone. She waited. She got the little put back off the glass for 2. I'm going to say a foul on the floor. It's going to be a foul on Walker. It's going to be the first team foul for the Lady Wolverines. Good inbounds. Outside for a 3. Yeah, they got that. Now they're going to start to heat up a little bit with their outside shooting. Makes it 32. Wolverines go quickly down the floor. There'll be a whistle. Goes right up. Gets the contact with the push.
They seem to be breaking that press a little bit better, but they have to finish on the end when they're open like that.
Well, you can scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cutt-It. Why haven't you let Trey Cutt-It? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Eyes the backboard, a little bit of patience and time. And she gets that one to fall. Little bounce pass is disrupted and a steal by Manriquez. She looks for a little bit of help. Disrupted, then stolen away. Del City on the move. Oh, and then nice little exchange for Moore. In transition inside the paint. And gets the 2 to fall. Bring it to 34. Wiggins Looks for a little bit of help. Over to Randall. And that's going to be a little deflected enough where there's some contact, and she will go to the line shooting too.
Foul, number 4, Delsey. Tijuana shooting for 2.
It's going to be the second team foul for the Del City Lady Eagles. Shot up, uses a little bit of the glass, up and in. So she gets that. Where appointments prevent disappointments, let Trey cut it. You can scan the QR code. It's that one to bounce off the rim. No good. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lets that launch from 3-ball land, and no. Hits the iron and rebounded by the Wolverines. Put on a little bit of the press. They break it. Crosses the timeline. The far end of the court. Looks to drive. Oh, I thought she took a little bit of an extra step. Let that one sail. No good. Loose ball picked up by Del City. Lady Eagles coming down the other end of the floor. Wide open look. Oh, and misses it for more. And a fight for it. The rebound, Lady Wolverines. And they're consistent not to go slow. They want to go straight to the hoop. Well, they try to do fast break opportunities. They're going to say with the hold. They're going to take it out underneath. Now white ball. They were setting up for the free throw, and they said no, it's not going to shoot these.
It's kind of close. I thought that was a shooting foul, but I guess.
Yeah, they didn't see it like that, and got some substitutions for the Del City Lady Eagles. Coach regularly going to the bench, which always, you see the Lawton High boys do that quite a bit. Way up high up off the glass, misses that. Del City with the rebound. Eyes the three, readjusts, splits the defenders. A nice pass outlook for a 3-ball in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Lady Wolverines. Down the floor, she kind of runs out of real estate. Wiggins needs a little bit of help, throws that into traffic. Del City with a fast break, opportunity layup, waits for one to pass by. As Cox lets her go by, it goes out of bounds. And the last touched by Del City. So it'll be Lady Wolverine ball. Now we're under the halfway mark of the second quarter. Your Home Tech Solutions second quarter. Call 580-919-0328 with 20 years of experience, providing you with the best heating and cooling and maintenance solutions, both residential and commercial. Yeah, they're going to take that extra step. Yeah, she has had it for a moment. Let her foot come down without the dribble. Took the extra. And a turnover. Lewis will inbound for the Del City Lady Eagles. Up top to McCarroll. She'll bark out instructions for the offense, and then touch passes left over to Lewis. She'll wait. She'll get Cox to come up top. Little pass inside to Sasha Hunt-Smith. Oh, banging right there. Call that on the Wolverines on Randall. Going to pick up a team foul. It's going to be their second. Remember, you got to get to 5 to get in the bonus. Del City with 3, Wolverines with 2. From way downtown. Hits the rim, loose ball, rebound, puts that back up. No good. Rebound number 2. Back out corner. Baseline. Gets stopped. Bounce pass up top. Corner again. 3-ball looks. Sets her feet. Puts it right up and in for McCarroll. There's also a Trey cut it 3-ball opportunity. Since we'll get them out of an opportunity to can scan that QR code and let Trey cut it. got that figured out now. Still that full pressure. A steal, kicks back. Man, that's 3 different exchanges with hits and deflections, and now Wolverines come up with the ball. Down the other end of the floor, she's not going to wait and hesitate, and they're going to say there's a whistle on the floor as Randall tried to go in. It's going to be a foul on Moore. That's going to be the 4th team foul for Del City. One more, they'll put them in the bonus with 2:42 remaining in the second. They break. Oh, that's a nice little break, and they had the look, but she gets the put back up, and she gets fouled. Man, that was a nice look.
Oh, yeah.
It was all alone. It was almost like it was so all alone she wasn't even expecting it. Get to see that here on the rebound right there on the. And she gets the rebound, then she gets the foul, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. The Trey Cudditt charity stripe opportunity for the Lady Wolverines. Shot up, no good. Second shot coming up. Joining us on Facebook, we appreciate that. Give us a like and follow. Boys game to follow. Misses both. The rim was not very friendly tonight for the home Lady Wolverines. Sasha Hunt-Smith looks for, oh man, she just takes it straight in the lane, and she'll get fouled on the way in. It's going to be their 3rd. That's foul on Randall. They do not keep a scorers on the board as far as fouls. I'd like to know that. Sometimes we get spoiled in looking at boards to know how many fouls someone's got. Gets that one to drain in. 2:25 and counting. Second shot coming up. In and out.
Oh, got the rebound.
So they get the opportunity of the shots, misses the second. They get the rebound, puts up for a 3, comes up empty. Lady Wolverines and Davis. She comes across the floor, gets contested. A little tap out on Davis. Will go out of bounds. She's a good little player. And as a freshman, Lawton High is going to see a lot of years out of her.
Oh, yeah, she's come a long way.
And you kind of build on all of that with 2:04 remaining. We'll have Jordan Ray for Mid-Del. Going to give us his little take. He represents all 3, Midwest City, Del City, and Carl Albert, especially during the basketball season. We appreciate all of his information and speculation, because he'll give us kind of an analysis of what he expects. Dribbles between her legs. Davis looks for a little bit of help down below, and their travel is called.
They were too anxious.
Over to Jamie Vaughn, the senior. Took the extra step. And 1:34 remain. And we'll have halftime coming up as well. Altus playing Duncan tonight on the network. You can catch that. Friday should be a really great slate of games. Carl Albert and MacArthur. Lawton High and Midwest City. And Altus will play Del City. All OSN teams on a Friday night basketball night. Love it. Put back. Oh, and then Elgin will be in action too. We'll have that game on Friday. So take your pick. That's why we say if you download the free app, you can connect. And when you do that, you're not having to go to different websites or back out of it and come back in. The app will have all the games, so you can just come out of a channel, watch a different channel, watch a different game. And if you're on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV, we appreciate that. So download the free app. It's free to download and free to watch. Still that pressure put on by Del City with a minute to go. She'll cross. Tries to engage Oh, a little backwards pass right up to the senior. Puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lady Eagles. Crosses the floor, looks, let's get that up at the top. They're very unselfish, like to pass that ball around. 3 ball is good. And ladies are kind of putting on the clinic. We talked about that as Del City is going to, girls are poised to make a good run in state. So you're looking at possibly one of the final 8s in Class 5A, and that's, that's special. Oh, little trip, no ball, no foul, no call. Down the floor, and that's going to be overextended with a pass that is unreachable for Courtney McCarroll. That goes out of bounds. Lady Wolverines will have the ball with a final 12.3 unless there's a steal. We know they put on that almost full court press. Up, that's going to be touched by a Del City Lady Eagle off of a out of bounds opportunity. So Del City will now get the ball with the last shot if they want it, with 10 seconds left to go. Whistle this one to start. Top is McAllister. Back over to McCarroll. Oh, a little going after it at the buzzer. Comes up empty. But we are at the half. It's 41-8. The Del City Lady Eagles lead at the half. We'll be back with second half. Also, Jordan Ray from Mid-Del and a whole lot more right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Well, the Wolverine drum corps kind of entertaining those in half with the cheerleading squad down below, and it's a 41-8 Del City lead. And what can you say? I mean, the Del City Lady Eagles are probably one of the poised teams to make it to state of the Final Eight. Showing like that, very unselfish. They get the ball around, a lot of perimeter passing to either try to go low post or an outside three-ball look, and they kind of work together, and that kind of shows. Lawton High very much improved. I know the score doesn't indicate it as far as their hustle of what we've seen when we first started the basketball season. I mean, leaps and bounds of a lot of progress. So hats off to all the hard work for Coach Reggie Smith and the Lady Wolverines head coach. Any of your take there?
Yeah, I think they're getting better. I mean, like we always say, 1% every game, and I think they've shown that throughout the season and stuff, especially compared to what we saw early in the season. So, and hopefully they can get it together and make a good showing in the latter part of the season.
All right, it's 41-8 at the half. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have hopefully Jordan Ray from Middell who will join us, and we'll do that right after this timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Wings and pizza here.
You mean pizza and wings?
16 boneless wings, 1 pizza, wings and pizza.
It's stuffed crust pizza. Pizza is the lead.
Wings and pizza. Guys,
Get a large stuffed crust pizza and 16 boneless wings starting at $19.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym, we got about 2:26 until the teams come up for second half action. And right now I want to send it over to our Middell reporter from the Middell Sports Report, Mr. Jordan Ray, and get your first take on the first half for these Del City Lady Eagles.
Yeah, Eric, thank you very much. It's about what I expected for the Del City girls. You know, it's just a great luxury they have that they can bring a player like Sasha Hunt-Smith off the bench and she can nail threes. And that, they'll lose one of their starting guards who's a really good all-around player and Kamaya Morgan, but they don't miss a beat because they have the best depth of any girls team I've seen in 5A the last several years, or I've ever seen actually. And so we'll see how that translates when it comes to postseason success. But it's the type of thing that's going to, I think, ensure them that they will host a district in the postseason for the first time in years. I want to go ahead and thank our crossover sponsors for Middell. This includes Dynamic Health. The Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Coffin specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back actually very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better, recover faster. Dynamic Health Clinic. Triple Elite Screen Printing. Find world-class design and hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing. 2D buys houses. We buy and renovate homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call them with a cash offer. They'll give you a cash offer. The phone number is 405-931-3046. And Patrick Newby, the Newby Agency, is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance Agency in Midwest City. They're family-owned and operated and have been serving the public for over 40 years now. Call them at 405-733-7671. Some other scores to pass along here. Of course, this game is a little later because of the double overtime boys JV game. So some interesting scores to pass along. Lawton MacArthur is leading Noble. Last I checked by 5 at halftime. It's probably way beyond that now. But that's interesting because that's a rematch. Lawton MacArthur lost to Noble earlier. And then Duncan is just pounding out this. I thought that game had a chance to be closer. It was in the first quarter. Last I checked, Duncan was up 52-46. I think Duncan will be a top 2 or 3 seed in Lawton, in Del City's district. They're pretty good. And then finally, Carl Albert and El Reno. Last I checked, Eric, the game was tied at 42. So that'll be an interesting one to follow as well. Back to you.
All right, so we'll get back to Jordan Ray as we'll get him before the boys matchup. And, of course, halftime for that as we start second half action. We'll put 8 on the board. It's a 41-8 Del City lead. And we'll start off with the ball for the Lady Wolverines. Kind of get things started here. Glad you could join us for this doubleheader. Got an exciting one coming up with the boys to follow. Remember, that went down to the wire at Del City, and Lawton High coming up with the win. Wolverines for the boys, only one loss on the season. That was to Weatherford, who won the runner-up last year in Class 4A, and they're a very good basketball team. They're highly ranked this year as well. Lady Eagles with a 3 to start second half action. Gets the rebound, though. She goes in after the shot. Why not? Carroll, she puts that up. Dishes out. Loose ball, and there's going to be a travel called. Wasn't able to control it for Randall.
It's 2 turnovers for Lawton High coming out of the locker room.
Glad you could join myself, Eric Sherman, Greg Hinton on tonight's action. So we say we got a full slate of games on Friday as well. So this is the hurrah, knee deep into what's really important basketball before they close it out and get ready to see who's hosting. A little steal by the Lady Wolverines as they switch into the floor. Of course, in their light grays, little light Lady Wolverines, and the Del City with the red and black. With the miss, Del City with the rebound goes coast to coast. Up and in for 2 is Paris Baker. She makes the first points of the second half. Almost took about a minute and a half or so to get to that point. Lady Wolverines looking for their first score of the second half. That's going to be a throwaway into the hands of McCarroll. She fakes the pass, goes right straight to the hoop. Up and in for 2, and they just continue to go. As Davis crosses the timeline, looks for a little bit of help. She gives that off to Walker. Walker double teamed, loose ball picked up, thrown down on the floor. Del City with it. It's Sasha Hunt-Smith. Put back, no good. Gets the offensive board, puts it back this time for Sasha Hunt-Smith for the deuce to make it 47. Davis needs a little bit of help. She may get that 5 count. Oh, and they're going to say 5 count it is, and they're going to go out of bounds. So just at the point of when she was going to throw it out, the whistle was blown, and there's the turnover. As we said, man, we've got so many games coming up on Friday. Carl Albert and MacArthur, Del City and Altus, Lawton High and Midwest City, and Elgin playing at their home court on Friday night. So catch those on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Download the free app. It's free to download, free to watch. Perimeter pass this around the sphere a little bit. Around the universe, round robin, fakes the 3, dish out left, then hits the 3. Bounces once, no good.
Yeah, they move the ball around so well.
And the pressure, double team, stolen. Oh, I'm going to say a foul on the floor, so a little bit too aggressive.
Too aggressive there, right?
Well, you had a double team, and one's going to try to pick the pocket, and get a little bit of contact. It's only going to be the first foul, and we're going to have a running clock, too. I think that they agree to this. You'll see this in football at times. Not really trying to set up kind of any kind of embarrassment at all, just coaches agree to let that one sail. Up, put back up. Oh, man, she went through 2, and they're going to say a foul. Foul's going to be on Wiggins. That's going to be the team first. Lets that one sail. Back iron's no good. Wolverines with the rebound. Cross court. Looks for a little bit of help. Fights for it. Oh, a tie up, and that should be a jump ball, and it is. Shelby Thornton, the senior, gets the tie up and the turnover, and Del City will get the ball. This will be fast and furious. We'll get to that boys game before you know it, because we were about 30 minutes shy of starting this contest because of a double overtime for the boys JV team, where the Lawton High Wolverines won 64-62. Del City did have the last shot, just didn't go in, hit the rim. It was a good look. Good little contest too. Front irons, no good. Gets the rebound on that far corner, is trapped, and they're going to say with a push. I think it's going to be on Davis. No. It's going to be on Randall. So Randall was the first in the contact. Get that one to go. Way up. It's just enough tipped where it's not a backcourt violation. Back out for a 3-ball look. And no perimeter around this. Then that go down low. Inside the paint. Nice little look. Trying to get in there. Wasn't able to make good with that. That is Mackenzie Smithers. So coach really going to the bench. These are all a lot of bench players out on the floor. We also have Thompson out there for the Lady Eagles. And Cox, Daniel Cox. Trying to call out some new names that we have not seen. As this running clock will get down to 1:54 and counting. Nice little steal into the hands of Cox. She'll get a free layup up and in for 2. And I think this is good to, observe. You say, why are they pressing with a lead like this? Well, these are all bench players, and they need to know what this offense runs too, and they do this all the time. So a lot of times people, without knowing, just kind of make comments, up and in. And the starters who are on the bench are all applauding their efforts, because they don't really get to see the time as much. Foul's going to be on Gabby Wright. It's going to be their third. They did stop the clock so we can do the charity stripe. Let Trey cut it. Why not let Trey cut it? Up and in. Gets to the 50 mark with the bucket and the harm. So the 3-point swing makes it 52. Start the clock now with under a minute. With the steal and a putback for another 2. That is Thompson, the sophomore. A little steal by the senior. Backs in, throws it up, no foul. Clean break. Here comes the Lady Wolverines. She's going to want to try coast to coast. She's not going to get that. Going to be a putback up, puts it up. Got that for the score. Final 23 seconds here, the third. Yes, and a running clock. Oh, nice little move by Shelby Thornton, the senior. Makes the one little move inside. Back up off the glass for 2 is good. Make it 56. Final 3 seconds, down to 2. You're going to have to launch this right now, and it's going to be a travel before that, and the clock expires for the third. We'll be back for the fourth and final right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
All right, so we'll welcome you back into the broadcast to the fourth and final period. Home Tech Solutions, providing you the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions, both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma. With over 20 years of experience, call for a free estimate today, 580-919-0328. Fourth and final. Whistle this one to start. We had a running clock third quarter and a whistle. And we're going to continue with the running clock here as well. Kind of the only mercy rule that you've got in a game that's really not, and you don't want to demoralize your team, and we'll go to the let Trey cut it charity stripe opportunity for the Lady Wolverines. Up and one bounce, two bounce and out. It's kind of been their night. With around the cylinder, not getting the shots to fall. Boys game coming up next. Part of the doubleheader on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Second shot up, bounces in and out. Loose ball picked up by Del City. Stolen momentarily. And will inbounds. Three ball on the way. That's good. Fourth with a pressure and gets that one knocked out. Loose ball picked up. Coming on the other end. Kind of overthrown to try to go to Shelby Thornton. Into the hands of Lady Wolverines. Six minutes left to go. Oh, nice little pass. Outside corner for a three ball look, no good. Loose ball picked up by Del City. Round this around. Three ball look no good. Rebounded. Lady Wolverines. It's Wiggins. Lets that one fire. Into the hands of Shelby Thornton. She'll take it coast to coast. She'll get the foul and the harm. No good. All alone. Oh, waits for the defender. Smart move to put up the bucket. 4.5 to go. Inching our way to the halfway point of this running clock fourth. And a running clock in the third quarter as well. Nice little feed inside. Bounces off for Thornton. Wasn't able to let that fall Well, Thornton is 6'2", so she's got a lot of height advantage. Inside the lane, oh, the bank is open. Off the glass. 2 is good. And a whistle down.
A late call.
With the hold. Shelby Thornton charged with the hold. Shooting for 2. The charity stripe. Trey cut it. Charity stripe. Shot up and in. Spent a lot of time taking clock off, which is by sitting down here. You know, to kind of get it with 3 minutes to go. Thornton tried to say she had 3 defenders on her. She's going to look down to go low post. Rebound, tie up, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is going to stay on this end. All the anticipation of this boys' game. How good is the Wolverines? What will Dell City look like with nice little putback there for a 3? Lawton High went to their place with a very close contest and gets a win. This gym should be excited when it comes back to action with 2:10 left to go here in this one. Loose ball picked up, dashed around. Dell City with the steal. Layup opportunity and a swat away. Going out of bounds from Wiggins. She's going to get called with the foul. We could almost end the game right here with the running clock if she takes a lot of time. So we'll see what she does. She doesn't know it's a running clock. First shot up, rims out. Second shot coming up. Our official can hold the ball. He's holding it a little bit. It's going to be under a minute by the time they get this ball down. Shot up and in. So the Dell City Lady Eagles come off with a very impressive win. Is what Jordan Ray was telling us. First time to host a regional. That's how good the Dell City girls are in their district. And an overthrow goes out of bounds with a final minute left to go. Wolverines will inbounds with 46 seconds to go. Crosses. Kind of runs out of real estate. Tries to bend around, and I'm going to say a foul shooting 2. They will stop the clock for this because otherwise the clock would expire. Walker to the line shooting 2. Shot up, no good. Second shot, no good. It's a little bit of an encouragement from coach. Final 30 seconds left to go here in the fourth and final. Dell City Lady Eagles up with the ball. Their perimeter past this, we're at 22. Thompson gets double teamed. Back outside, 3-ball look on the way. Hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Wolverines with 12 seconds left to go. She tries to go coast to coast. Now she's a freshman. She took it all the way. Took it all the way for the hoop for the final 2 seconds, and that's going to end it. Dell City Lady Eagles with the win over the Lady Wolverines. 69-16 Boys are set to warm up. We'll have Jordan Ray's comments from Mid-Dell and, of course, second half of our doubleheader coming up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Well, the Lawton High Wolverines just came out getting their warm-ups. We got about, well, they haven't really started the 10-minute clock yet, but they are about to. And we are ready for a great matchup tonight, which is going to feature, we're going to say, the game of the night for the OSN Game of the Week. It's the Lawton High Wolverines hosting the Dell City Eagles. They played earlier on in the season where Lawton High narrowly escaped, gets a win on the road over the Dell City Eagles, which kind of puts that district. We'll talk about that with Jordan about the district quandary when you have Midwest City, Dell City, and Lawton High in there. Lawton High leads the district at 18-1 overall. Dell City with 10-6. And let's, instead of talk about it, let's go to him right now. Jordan Ray, with your take about this great matchup tonight.
Our crossover sponsors, Dynamic Health Clinic. Great place, not just for chiropractic work, but they offer other services as well. Triple Elite Screen Printing, Toonie Buys Houses, Patrick Newby State Farmers Insurance. Real quick, Eric, an interesting result in girls basketball. Carl Albert went to El Reno and won. Huge win for Coach Ritchie and Carl Albert girls program. That is very impressive that they were able to do that. First district loss for El Reno. Well, they didn't even lose the districts last year. And I don't know when the last time Crawford has won at El Reno. It would have to be in 2019 at the most recent. So big one there. And so they're now in first place. We'll see how things shake out on the other side. But let's move on to the boys' side. So I don't know if you have the district standings, Eric, but basically it looks like this. Lawton High, there you go. Thank you. Lawton High is a game and a half ahead of Del City. They beat Del City by 3 points earlier at Del City. Of course, we had that game on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And so Del City could move into time the loss column, which is real important. They'll catch up in the amount of total games played. If they can beat Lawton High and if they can win by 4 points or more, then Del City would have a head-to-head tiebreaker against Lawton High. So that's what's at stake here as far as standings go, and who wins, who's going to finish first and who's going to finish second. Of course, whoever loses this game is going to have to worry about John Marshall, who almost beat Del City and lost in overtime, played Lawton High reasonably tough a few weeks ago at Lawton, I think, or no, they were hosting Lawton. So they'll make a return trip there. And don't count out Midwest City. They're fourth, as you can see right now. They're actually playing the fifth team, Western Heights. That could be an interesting game tonight. We'll try to get you an update for that when we can. Now, as far as the game itself goes, Del City lost by 3 on the last second 3. They had a 1-point lead, lost on a 4-point play in a game where they made 0 threes. Not a single 3-point shot was made in that game. Now they're coming off a weekend. This is just 3 days ago, where on Saturday they played 2 games and they lost both, to Collinsville by 1 and to Edmond North by 2. They played a lot better against Edmond North. The 2-point loss to Edmond North is better than a 1-point loss to Collinsville. They started to do some good things on offense. Caleb Blackwolf, I thought, made a couple leap forwards for him. And Maishawn Graham much improved from the second game than he was in the first game. It's worth mentioning that because they need guys who can score the basketball with some consistency. Excuse me. That's for Lawton High, of course. Tavares Deans is an incredible all-around athlete, and he out-athleted the athletes of Del City in that game a few weeks ago. So it'll be interesting to see how that changes. Again, Del City can make up some ground on Lawton with a win. If they lose, Lawton High will be almost in the driver's seat completely. Not a lock, but almost a lock to win the district. All right, Eric, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jordan Ray, and we'll get back to him at halftime to get his opinions of what he's seen in this first matchup of the second time around. As he said, the 3-ball by Brewer, Champ Brewer, hits it to win it at the very end. And what an exciting finish. It could be the same way with a matchup here, as we've got about 6:19 left to go for warm-ups, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and the action. We'll do that right after this timeout, right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventive maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventive maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. Zero down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford and Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
Well, welcome back to the Lawton High Gym, and Greg Hinton along myself, Eric Sherem. Greg, I'm going to tell you that, the showdown of what Jordan Ray, we just talked about, how, Champ Brewer hits the three at the end at their place. Mm-hmm. They're 18-1. They've only lost one game, which was a while back to Weatherford.
Right.
And, a part of you goes, well, will that streak end? When you're put to the test. And at this time you'd say, well, I would trade a couple of losses earlier on than this one here.
Yeah.
You're at your home floor, and is what Jordan Ray selected. You really put yourself in a solidified driver's seat. You've not locked in, but you get this win, and then you go on the road on Friday to Midwest City. Big district matchups. We're going to see what this team is made of as far as their confidence, their leadership skills, how they put it all together. So that's why I was really anticipating this game last week, because I said this will really show for both teams what we're really looking at before we have this matchup.
Yeah, I kind of think, as a coach, you don't want to try to say that you want to put stuff in the ref's hand, but I think this game right here is pretty much going to boil down to how the ref is going to call the game. If they're going to call it close, or going to let Lawton High play like they like to play aggressively and stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, we do know that they go up and down the floor pretty quick, and that's what they like to do. And they are aggressive. They don't stray from that. That's their identity and who they are. So all the warm-ups, all the talk, all of that is going to go out the window in 2 minutes. It's 2.5 minutes before we tip this one off at center court at the Lawton High Gym. We'll do that right after this timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300.
All right, welcome into the Lawton High Gym. All the talking is over. All the warm-ups are complete. 10 seconds away, we'll have the buzzer, and we'll have the starting lineups for both these teams. The Del City Eagles under the goal with their little breakout, and they'll go to the bench. They kind of eye each other as they cross the floor. Why not? The Lawton High Wolverines are going to be in their all-whites. White home jerseys with the red numbers. And the Del City Eagles are going to be in all black with white numbers, so very easy to tell. Black and white on the floor. As easy as that. Your starting lineups for the Del City Eagles, the visiting team. As the public address announcer gets the crowd kind of hyped up between these two. We'll start off with Del City, and starting at number 3, a senior 6'2", Deshaun Graham. A junior at 5'10", wearing number 5 is Shaw. So come on, Shaw Jr. Wearing number 10, a senior 6'1", Jayshawn McAllister. This young man you saw on the football field all season long. Caleb Blackwolf, he's a sophomore at 6'1", wearing number 24. And a senior, number 35, Devon Johnson, a 6'4" senior, and that is the Del City Eagles, all in black with white numbers. And now we're going to go to the home team, or the Lawton High Wolverines, to put your L's up. So number 0, a senior, is Corey Barnes. Corey Barnes gets the start for the Lawton High Wolverines. Number 2. So Tavarius Deans clashes his way through the lineup. He'll be up and down the floor. Senior, number 3, Panay Basagote. So Basagote also on the football field too, because we'll see him at quarterback and wide receiver. Number 5, Marcus Rucker. He's a senior as well, so senior roster. And lastly, coming off the bench, a junior, it's Anthony Patrick, as he's mobbed by his, got a close relationship with these. And we'll put 8 on the board, getting ready for the Wolverines and the Del City Eagles. All the talking. Now let's see what they do it on the floor.
Oh, yeah, it's game time.
Oh, it is. I've been waiting for this, like I said, really last week when I saw this on the schedule. I said, I know what my Tuesday is going to be like. I know where I'm going to be, front and center. You got the best seat in the house, and you can download our free apps by Apple and Android devices by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. Also find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Social media, connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Love to see you engaged with us as we get this ready to start. Panay Basagote going to go up against Graham at the opening tip. Del City in all black with the white numbers. Wolverines white with the red numbers. Tipped is controlled by the Del City Eagles. And a fight for it. It's into the hands of Black Wolf immediately. Hands that back over to McAllister. He looks to drive. Little dish out to Graham. Contested, loose ball, picks that one back up. Barnes is all over him. Goes strong to the hoop, and Del City with the opening score. So Del City takes the opening tip and the opening bucket to start this game. Vasengote, Panay, back up top to Rucker. Back over to Deans. Deans has the loose ball go out. Last touch by Del City and will stay on this end of the floor. Pass that would immediately over to Patrick. And Patrick drains it for the deuce to have all tied up, and the press is on. Black Wolf guarded against Deans. Black Wolf will go coast to coast with it, and he'll be fouled on the way up. So we see what they're both wanting to do. As you can see, Black Wolf doesn't want to be contested. He goes straight up. What a great presence he was on the football field for the Del City Eagles. Their undefeated regular season. They had to play Carl Albert, though, for the semifinals to end their season, and Black Wolf to the line. And the charity stripe. Shot up, back in. Just a nice little touch as it hit the back iron and then slowly drifted in. Second shot coming up is no good. Loose ball picked up by the Wolverines, so I had incorrectly thought that was just a deuce. That was a three because it's all tied up at 3. Panay, so Patrick hits the 3 for the opening shot for the Wolverines. Back for a 3, no good. Loose ball picked up, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Del City. So the Wolverines with the ball with 6:41 just underway here in the first quarter. All tied up at 3.
Yeah, that's what Corey, he's good at that. He likes to crash the boards and put themselves in second chance opportunity.
Rucker, little stutter step over to Patrick. Patrick to Deans. Deans looks. Outside, fire for a 3 ball, rims in and out. Good rebound by Barnes. A put back up out, and it's going to go out of bounds. The Wolverines will still get the ball.
Yeah, once again, there he is on the board.
He's fast, and you don't really know where he's at. And he doesn't have the height where you think that he would be underneath like that. Oh, a nice little tip up and a nice little scoop up for Deans is no good. Rebounded. Del City with a one-on-one. Slap back for Patrick off the glass. It's a miss layup. Coming back down the other end of the field for a 3-ball look on the corner. Hit the front iron, no good. Rebounded, Del City in a fast break opportunity. Trailed, and look who's behind is Barnes. Almost pickpockets him from behind. We'll see that on instant replay. Zoom right there. With a punch out, it goes out of bounds. And it's going to be last touched by the Wolverines, so Del City will take it out underneath their own bucket. 6:10 just underway here in the first quarter. Up and down the court we have, and it's only a 3-3 contest at this point. Feeling each other out as Johnson goes hard to the lane. Nice little scoop underneath, up and in for 2 is good. Little hand scoop underneath. It's Rucker. Looks to drive. He'll go strong up to the hoop. Oh, and then a nice put back up.
Again.
Barnes with a put back. Doesn't get it to fall, though, but into the hands of the Wolverines. Deans, little flush out. Back out for Panay Vasengote for 3. He's got the look off the glass, no good. So the 3's not working right now for the Wolverines early, and we've seen them hit hot early. Del City with a 3 ball. Back iron's no good. Loose ball, Patrick comes up with it. Crosses the timeline. Down this end of the floor, there's 4 down defensively. Looks, Patrick dribbles behind his back. Looking for an opportunity. Up top is Panay. Vasengote looks for a little bit of help. Maybe get a little bit of a pick. No, he'll hand that off to Deans. Deans, he'll get the pick from Panay. Got 2 defenders going left and right. In the lane, turn around. Back out to Patrick. Patrick looks, stops and pops. No good. Loose end. Not going well for the Wolverines trying to hit. Opportunity goes up and in. So it's the largest lead tonight by 4. The Del City Eagles. Panay goes strong to the hoop, but a nice little lazy layup with a hand toss from his left hand, and it goes up short. Del City with the rebound, and Barnes tries the pickpocket and gets the foul with the hold. That's going to be the second team foul by the Wolverines. Del City with the 7-3 lead. Inbounds for Del City from McAllister. Strong, and got to use the big man to use his size and advantage. And he makes it a 9-3 lead. Wolverines only with that opening bucket, and it's been nothing ever since, trying to find their way. Nothing has been falling for the Wolverines. Let's see what they can come up with. Panay Basangote tries to drive, and we got that with a carry. Got the ball on the side, come up over the top, and a turnover. Now, the Wolverines started the game cold. Yeah. What can heat them up?
They got Champ Bailey in the game. Champ Brewer in the game. So hopefully he can get them started here.
Well, we know that what he can do with the threes. Let's see what Coach is going to his bench early. Loose ball picked up. Brewer with the steal. Wolverines, it's a 3-on-2. Sets the shot for a 1, no good. So lid is closed as Young misses. Coming back down the other side. Del City against 2, goes strong up at the hoop, and there's a foul and a collision coming in with a push. Is that going to be on the Eagles? Is it going to be on Black Wolf? Yep, so it is going to be on Caleb Black Wolf. That is going to be his first, the team first. 3:36, and the Wolverines coming to their bench to see if they can get something going because it's been quiet. Had the opening 3 with Patrick, and that's been it. Deans will walk it across the floor. Over to Young. Young will drive. Goes strong to the hoop. He misses. Rebound by Del City. There's the Eagles. Young on the defense almost tries to pick the pocket of Turner. Turner looks to drive. Oh, a little bullet pass, just not communicating. They both said, hey, that's on me. It's okay. Graham was down there, down below. He moved up, and where he was is where the pass went. So Champ Brewer will inbounds for the Wolverines with 3:11. This is the slowest start I've ever seen a Wolverine team this year. We talked about that. What are we poised to look at? Heavily contested. Deans back out. Champ Brewer looks for the 3, readjusts, gets contested, back out to Young. Young looks to drive. Inside the paint, gets loose ball. Del City with a steal. Coming back all the way, coast to coast, too high. Off the mark, Deans with the rebound. Deans is going to push it up the other way. A collision and a travel is called. And the hometown fans don't like that call. Still a 9-3 contest, believe it or not. In an 8-minute quarter, 6 minutes has almost drained off this clock, and the Wolverines only have 3 to show for it. Very uncharacteristic of this team. You want to settle things down. Kind of, Del City has really taken it to them, but they have missed on a lot of open shots underneath, especially some layups, putbacks.
Right, yeah.
And fortunately, that's helped the Wolverines to not let it unravel so quickly. Black Wolf gets contested, a little dish out, nice pass, delivery underneath. Why not? Give it to Johnson. Brewer crossed the timeline with 2:22 left to go here in quarter 1. Looks to drive. He'll go all the way, a little soft. Oh, and that was looking for the N1 and the harm, but he's fouled on the way in, and he'll go to the line. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cuttett. Why haven't you let Trey Cuttett? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Got to see him today. Had a man in the chair, had his apron with a little logo on it. says, come on by. Stop by and see him. So Champ Brewer finally gets out of that cold streak with the final point after having none. And that comes from the free throw line. Second shot coming up. That's good. So he gets them both, and just what the Wolverines needed. Gotta have stuff start falling for the Wolverines.
Full court pressure here.
And around that, John to Johnson. Johnson's double team. Looks for a little bit of help. Top up to Turner. Turner back over to McAllister. He'll dish off to Johnson. Baseline. Oh, reverse layup is no good by Shaw.
Oh, second chance.
But he gets the rebound, but into Champ Brewer, and there's a fight for it on the line. Then it's picked up by Del City. So 2 or 3 exchanges off the loose ball. He trips on the floor. There's no travel called. Timeout is called.
You got a timeout.
So just in time, Lenny Hatchett wisely calls the timeout for his player, and we'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
All right, welcome back to the Lawton High Gym, where a timeout called by Coach Hatchett had to make sure that this player who tripped on the court was not called for a travel. I know the fans, that's what they wanted. Didn't really move with it, went down with it, and Coach quickly called the 30-second timeout. So Del City with the inbounds. From the other side of the court, Turner. Back to McAllister, to Turner, McAllister. Cross court wide open for Shaw. Hand that off to Turner. A step back, misses everything for McAllister. Brewer loses on the floor. Loose ball picked up. Now finally, nice little inside the lane for Young. Gets that contested.
Young normally has a little spark coming off the bench too to get them started.
And they need that, and they have that, but it's just, can you convert those into points?
Foul number 4, Del City.
So Demarion Turner is going to be charged with a foul. That's going to be the third on Del City. Tavarius Deans to inbounds underneath. Quick pass underneath to Adams, and a travel is called.
Kind of like pull the chair from on that one.
So now Del City with a turnover. And Turner, $1:06 remaining in quarter one.
I think the refs here will talk about it and see. One had travel and the other one have a jump ball, and
got to say a travel. Okay. So after they discussed, they found out one of them was right. Turner back in over to Graham. Graham splits 3 defenders, puts it high off the glass. Fast break opportunity. Champ Brewer against 2. Bullet pass into Deans. Deans up and off the glass for 2. That's what you need to start and ignite this fire. That's just what the Wolverines needed. Brewer and the assist over to Deans. Back on the other end of the floor. Rifle this corner for a 3 ball. In and out. Gets the rebound, and the putback up is good. Got to box that out for Black Wolf with the putback for Del City to make it 13. Champ Brewer stops inside, usually out in that 3-point range. Got 2-on-1. Stops, gets that strip. Champ Brewer clean, and there's a whistle. It's going to be out of bounds. So Del City went out of bounds with the ball after the tip. The Wolverines will have the possession and try to do something with the last 7 seconds of this ball game. Trying to make it maybe a 4-point game if they can get this bucket. 7 seconds down to 6 with the pressure. Panay Vasengote looks for an opportunity. 3 ball on the outside. He hits it at the buzzer. What did you need? You needed a 3 at the buzzer.
That's it.
Get Mr. Panay involved in it. We'll see this here on the instant replay. Just all alone say, see ya. Count it. 3 on the board after 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Well, our OSN game of the week is a great one tonight. As the 3 finally, after a cold start for the Wolverines, finally gets it within a 3-point advantage by Del City to start the second quarter. It's brought to you by Home Tech Solutions, providing you with the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions for both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma. With over 20 years of experience, call for a free estimate today, 580-919-0328. That's 580-919-0328. Welcome into the second quarter. Del City with possession to start out. Graham back up top to Turner. Turner guarded against Patrick. Really trying to get a lot of shifting down underneath. You got low post. Trying to get to Johnson if they can, or an outside shot. Loose ball picked up, and instead of a jump ball, it's a loose stolen ball by Panay Vasengote. Panay gets that tipped away. Loose ball, throwing back the other way. 2-on-1, he has to go up high, and a block comes from behind, but a putback up is good for 2. So you did what you can defensively, but he kept on with it and gets the bucket to go in a 5-point lead. Lets that one sail, no good. Rebounded Del City. Eagles with a 5-point lead to start second quarter action at the 7-minute mark. 1 minute has eclipsed off this clock. Turner, and he stepped out on the line. Didn't know where the ball placement was with Shaw, so a turnover where his foot placement was, and the Wolverines will pick it up underneath. Brewer, as Champ tosses that off to Dean. Deans cross the timeline. Gets a little pick from Panay. Drives right. Dribbles between his legs. Dishes out back up to Barnes. Barnes looks to go. Hand out to Panay. Panay on the corner. Drives, a put back. Back iron's no good. Barnes with almost the potential rebound, but into the hands of the Del City Eagles with Black Wolf. Crosses, Black Wolf. Eyes the 3. Goes down low post to Johnson. Back over from Black Wolf, and we'll start over new with Turner at the top. Kick back out. Black Wolf for 3. No. Rebounded Wolverines. Barnes is going to go straight coast to coast, up off the glass. No good. Loose ball stolen by Del City. A nice little bounce pass with a layup up and in to Graham is good. So the fast break opportunity works for the Del City Eagles, and the lead's back up to 7. Wolverines had it within 3. Panay to Champ Brewer. Brewer step back. Oh, a nice little floater up. He was going to try to get that to Barnes with maybe the putback. A deliberate try to miss off the glass, and now we got an exchange, and Some more substitutions coming in for the Wolverine bench.
Yeah, I know the Wolverines like to go fast, but I think on these past couple possessions they've had some ill-advised shots.
Yeah, maybe they need to slow that down just a bit.
Right.
I mean, I think they're just trying to run each other out, race each other out of this gym. Say who's faster. Brewer going to go out to Patrick. He had the opening 3 for the Wolverines. Let's see a step back. Goes hard, strong. Nice little double move. Back irons, no good. Rebounded Del City. Eagles, an exchange down underneath. Now stolen by Champ Brewer. Kind of sloppy ball from both ends of the floor. Panay back to Young. Back out to Patrick for 3, and he gets it. Maybe that's your man you got to count on because
he can hit it.
He had the opening 3 to start with. Del City wastes no time. Comes right down the floor, misses. Patrick with an exchange on a 3-on-2. Alley-oop pass, gets it with a putback up for 2 is good. And now the Wolverines, who are within a bucket. They were down by 7, and now a run. The Wolverines closing in on this mark at the almost halfway mark of the second quarter. Jim's starting to get a little bit loud, and there's going to be a carry and a turnover.
Oh, wow.
By Del City.
That's one thing I can say about Coach Smith. Now, he has a bench where he can just switch the players out and stuff, and he tries to get that right combination out there on the floor.
Yeah, and that's true, and you're kind of seeing that. I mean, even with your bench players, we talked about Lawton High's bench is what made them really successful. Patrick gets a little bit of help from Rucker. He'll come up, then back out. Patrick looks to drive, tries to go baseline, dribbles between his leg, pass outside. That was a little bit too high off the mark by Burrell.
Yeah, I don't know if he wanted to pass it or shoot it.
Yeah. Goes strong up the hoop, and they're going to say a charge. A charge is going to be contacted by Johnson underneath.
He finally got it. I mean, I've seen him twice try to set it up.
Yep, he got his feet planted. You saw that up there on the instant replay, and Johnson gets the charge against the Del City Eagles. Deans, with now halfway through the second quarter, only down a bucket. Let's see what the Wolverines can come up with. 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebounded by Del City. Johnson comes out on the other end of the floor. Picked the pocket and stolen by Deans, and a travel is called.
Oh.
He just said, okay. He kind of laughs it off, and I know Chevis Smith didn't like that call. And the fans are letting the referees know they didn't like that call. Outside, 3 ball. It gets caught up off the glass in the iron by the Wolverines. Quickly down the floor. Oh. (19-17) your contest. 3:09 left to go here in the second. 3 minutes to go. Heavily guarded and defended.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a turnover. As Jaden Johnson wasn't able to make the delivery. He gets that caught up on his body. Tight contest. 1 bucket lead by Del City. They've led as much as 7. Gets a little pick. Rolls a little bit as Young. Young goes strong to the hoop against 2.
Wow.
And he gets the bucket to fall. Just a man that has no fear. Officials talking a little bit to some of these players because we know how this can go. It's an all-tie ball game. The first since the opening tip. Clash down between the two. Down below, Johnson with a heavy put back up, and he'll count it. Let's see this here. Go strong.
Foul 0, Wolverines.
So that's going to be a foul on Barnes. Del City comes back with the lead at 21.
Johnson gets the ball down there. He just puts the head down and charges towards the basket.
You know, he's got a big frame down there that you want to use for that low post. That's exactly what the strategy is. If you're not hitting threes, just go to the big man out underneath. 2:12 here in the second quarter before the half. A loose exchange, and there's going to be a whistle on the floor and a foul.
Foul number 10, Del City.
So McAllister is going to get charged with it. It's going to be their third. Both teams just have 3 fouls in this quarter. So 2 to give until they go to the bonus. Got a fun one here tonight. Glad you could join us on a Tuesday night. Up top to Young. Oh, man, he had a free lane and lost it and threw it off balance to say, hey,
I was about
guess
to say
what?
that earlier.
I'm going to shoot 3.
Any close contact to Ari Young, he's going to throw it up towards the basket. He's going to get those fouls.
So the young cardinal rule is don't shoot. Don't foul the three-point shooter, and it really wasn't a shot, but he still made the effort. He was being explained by the official on that, and he'll go to the line shooting 3. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cutt. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Where appointments prevent disappointments. A little big, deep breath, puts it up and in. Gets the first one to make it 20, and a 2-point Del City advantage. Second shot for following the three-point shooter on the way. Is good. And one more to try to tie. That's the kind of game this was in Del City. Remember, Lawton High had to win being down, and they win by a 3 by Champ Brewer. This is to tie it once again. Only seen a couple of that. Del City has led quite a bit. He gets all 3. So he gets all 3 of them to go in.
The old-fashioned way.
Yep. Didn't cost you anything. At the old free throw line. Under 2 minutes to go. All tied up at the half. Little swing pass over here. Oh, and then a wide open look up off the glass. A little bit too much. I thought he would go up and in for the big guy, for Johnson. Coming back the other side, Young. Steal, Del City. Thought he stepped out on the line, and he does. So he steps out on the line. I know Coach Hatchett was saying there's a foul. There was a push to get him out of bounds.
He didn't just run out there on his own.
Yeah, well, didn't get that one. So the Wolverines will inbounds with a $1:36 rather.
The fans are letting the refs.
Oh yeah, we're on the Del City side too, so we're hearing it. Champ Brewer try to give in the exchange, gets that one to go. Nice little bounce pass around. Patrick gets back. Oh, they're going to be a travel. So Patrick took the extra step, kind of out of balance there.
All right.
And he tried to regain his feet, but he took the extra step with 1:19 left to go. All tied up at 22 apiece. Inbounding is Caleb Blackwolf. Over to Shaw. And there's a little ticky-tack as Young's going to get called with it. It's going to be only the 4th. Both teams have 14 fouls. One more to give, and they could put them in the bonus as we got still a $1:16 left to go here in the second quarter before the half. Johnson back over to Shaw to Johnson. Johnson, wide open 3 look for Graham. Nothing doing. Rebound by Johnson.
There's Harvey.
Nice steal by Young. Panay, back a reverse.
There we go.
That is so good by Adams. And the Wolverines have their first lead tonight. 24-22 with 40 seconds left to go. Outside for a 3-ball. Got the way. Back irons, no good. Panay Vasangote with 33 seconds. Gets that one tipped away. Back out, and he's going to say stepped out on the line. Almost did the splits down there.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to regain something, but his foot went out of bounds. And we'll take it out underneath. We're the Wolverines with Champ Brewer with 28 seconds left to go before the half. Looks for a little bit of help. Bounce past Patrick. Patrick stutter steps, looks, then dishes back out to Young. Young looks to drive. Put back for a three. Drains it.
Oh, there he is.
That's what you needed, is the three ball just at the right moment. It's now 27-22. You would have never thought that in the first quarter of what we were looking at, but the Wolverines have come alive. 7 seconds left to go, and there's a foul on the way in. That's going to be against Adams.
I've been watching Young do that since a freshman.
Yep, so Adams going to put them on the charity stripe, but there's only 4 seconds left to go, so irregardless, goes to the line shooting 2. First shot up and good. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cut It. Why haven't you let Trey Cut It, where appointments prevent disappointments? Second shot coming up is good. 27-24. We got whistles to stop. And what is it, a timeout or what? What do we got? Substitutions?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, substitution on Del City's part.
Okay, so they want a little bit of a defender. Panay Basengote, 4 seconds. Champ Brewer down to 3. Panay Basengote is going to let this go from way downtown, off the mark, off the glass, and it's a 27-24 Lawton High lead. It didn't look like that in the first. Boy, we've got a great one. You won't want to go anywhere for second half action. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage.
opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages. The food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Well, we're back here at the Lawton High gym. We're at the half where Lawton High leads narrowly, 27-24. It didn't look like that. A very cold start for the Wolverines in the first quarter. And we're going to send it back over to our Mid-Del sports reporter for Midwest City, Del City, and Carl Albert, and get his take on what he's seen in the first half, Mr. Jordan Ray.
Hey, Eric. So, again, we want to thank our crossover sponsors from Mid-Del. That includes Dynamic Health Clinic, as Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back to action quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. 888 Screen Printing, find world-class design and hot new styles at 888 Screen Printing. So he buys houses, we buy homes in any condition. If you or somebody you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call them at 405-931-3046. Patrick Newby, the place to go for insurance in Midwest City. Family owned and operated for over 40 years now. Call them at 405-733-7671. Okay, my thoughts on this game. So I thought, like I was telling you earlier, Del City got into a bit of an offensive rhythm in that Edmond North game, even though they lost. And they started out doing some good things on offense. I think Lawton High was just a little stagnant energy-wise. And again, the difference in this game is still shooting. Lawton High is a better outside shooting team. And so I think that's just a simple explanation to why they're up 3. They started to get in the better rhythm themselves. For Del City, Tavon Johnson, who I think is the all-time leader in sacks as a defensive end for Del City in football, he needs to have a big half coming up in basketball because he's one guy who can get good shots in the paint for the Eagles. All right, interesting score to pass along. This is a tight one in El Reno between Carl Albert and El Reno. El Reno's up by 1. Again, the winner will be in sole possession of first place. Or Carl Albert's up by 1, but this has been very much back and forth. Both teams have gone on 7-8-0 runs, so it's been a game of runs so far, and it's just starting the fourth quarter. And in girls action, one score didn't pass along. When I talked earlier, Lawton MacArthur girls with a big win. They beat Noble, and so I think they won by a bigger margin than when they lost to Noble earlier in the year. So they'll have a tiebreaker over Noble. And, of course, Carl Albert girls beat El Reno, so they're in sole possession of first place, first time in years. On the boys' side, we still want to get updates at some point. If you don't see it during this game, then you'll see it later. Lawton MacArthur boys, by the way, up big on Noble. We hope to also pass on scores for Midwest City and Western Heights. And also Altus is in position to win their first district game of the year. All right, Eric, back to you.
All right, thank you. And we are at the half of this one. It's really an exciting one that I can't even wait to see what this second half is going to be. 27-24 at the half. We'll be back with second half action right after this. You're watching the game of the week right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Wings and pizza here.
You mean pizza and wings?
16 boneless wings, 1 pizza, wings and pizza.
It's stuffed crust pizza. Pizza is the lead.
Wings and pizza. Guys,
get a large stuffed crust pizza and 16 boneless wings starting at $19.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Well, we're glad you're here for this one. So strap yourselves in for what should be an interesting second half.
Oh, yeah.
And you could say that, overtime isn't really ruling that out. The boys in JV, Lawton High won 64-62 in double overtime.
Right.
Del City had the look for the last shot, could have won it by one, and they came up empty. The girls, congratulations with a 69-16 win over, that's Del City, mind you, Del City Lady Eagles over the Lawton High Lady Wolverines. And Jordan was giving us some interesting scores on the network on Tuesday. We've got some really good games coming up on Friday. Midwest City and Lawton High. Got Carl Albert playing MacArthur. These are all district kind of matchups that are great. You got Altus playing Del City. You got Elgin in action. So we got 4 games on the network on Friday. And looking forward to that one as kind of getting some explanation as a Coach Hatchett there. He's going to look back and to the officials. He wanted some kind of clarification on something.
I guess he's trying to say who has possession coming out.
Okay, because he was on the lower left of your screen. And they'll put 8 on the board. And we're ready to play. So Lawton High will inbounds with Rucker to start second half. And here we go. Deans as they switch ends of the floor. Remember that Lawton High, and they're all whites with red numbers. Del City in all black with white. Patrick for a 3. He opened the game with a 3. He drains it with a 3.
He doesn't mind shooting it.
So that starts things off for the Wolverines to extend their lead. A steal coming back. Patrick lays it up and in for 2. I don't think you call a timeout quick yet for Del City, but they don't have, they got an answer right there, so never mind. Getting things settled down here on the end of the floor. They're just quickly up and down. Rebound offensive boards by Panay Fasen-Gote. He boxes out, blocks it out, and gets the bucket to go in. Up and down the floor we go. And only a minute has come off the clock to start the third quarter, believe it or not. It's a 34-27 lead at the half. Guarded by Rucker. Oh, a give and go. Fast break. Nice. Just laid it up and in to get the deuce. Back comes the Wolverines. Dean's off balance, goes up strong, loses it, loses his balance. It goes out. Johnson goes straight, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Right there, taking it. Oh, nice little move, but a foul on the back end comes around. He goes around the one defender. Second tried to pick the pocket and ends up getting the foul. Go to the free throw stripe. And the Trey cut it, charity stripe. Misses the first. Every one of these count. I mean,
yes, they do.
In tight games, it's so important. Second shot coming up. Gets that one to go.
Yeah, you know, there's some teams you just can't afford to miss those free ones. And I think the Wolverines is one of those teams.
Deans, he'll cross. Guarded against Graham. He'll take it strong to the hoop and the and one. So you're going to see the and one while Deans takes it strong to the hoop, lays it up, puts it up and in. Graham gets charged with the foul. Count the bucket.
Like you said earlier, we get spoiled with having the fouls up on the scoreboard. So
yeah, I know. It's like, how many does he have? How many does he have?
I don't even know right now.
That's what I'm saying. We're always guessing. We know Deans has 2.
Right.
That's because we remembered that because he picked up 2 quickly. 37-29, the lead for the Wolverines. 6 minutes to go in the third. Oh, nice. Again, just exchange underneath. Nothing fancy to get it down to Johnson for the 2. Leads back to 6. Chipping away at that lead is the Del City Eagles. Deans against Black Wolf. Goes around strong up off there, but a putback up off the glass.
Bobby Young.
For 2 is Young. You got to know where those guys are. They're all over the floor. I mean, just right at where they need to be. Nice little drive, all alone, misses that. Deans with the rebound. Oh, and then try to get that with a strip. Patrick all alone, and they're going to say, what? Is that Deans is going to pick
3.
up one.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
So Chevis Smith wants to know and looks a little surprised here on your screen down below. We're going to get a substitution for a little bit because Barnes is going to go in and replace Deans, who's now got 3. You're going to need him the full way. So you want to let some time go off this clock and just worry about the fourth quarter. We know what kind of a special player he is, but he's on the bench. Shaw, Johnson, back up top. Graham looks the drive. Kick out. 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebounded by Rucker.
Smallest man on the court.
And he goes straight with it, gets stripped, though, by Johnson, and this is going to be a free layup. Slam dunk. No, just a layup and in. Come back down on the other end. Panay Basengote, and a whistle is going to carry. He's going to say he's carrying it. Smith isn't happy.
That's the second time they called that on him.
Really tight on that. 4.5 to go. Bounce pass. Oh, give and go and stolen by Panay Basengote. He's got a little bit of a run. Little nice dash off to Rucker.
Nice
back,
pass.
put back pass, but it doesn't go in. Gets the rebound, puts up, tipped out, no good. Now Rucker on the floor with Panay, a battle for it. It's going to go out of bounds and last touch by the Wolverines. So Del City's going to get the ball underneath. on the opposite end of the goal. A lot of exchange with the ball going everywhere. And no control over it. The referee stops, halts, waits, holds up with a substitution coming in. Shaw will go back to the bench. So Graham to Johnson, back over to Turner. A little bit of a press. Going to have to try to split that, and they do. Coming back down the other end. Going to go left. Oh, nice bounce pass, give and go.
Caught looking.
You didn't close down. And the Wolverines gave up an easy bucket. Patrick coming back over here on the near court. Got it all alone in the lane. He'll take it with a reverse. Barnes tries to go in there and gets the rebound, and now we got a whistle on the floor. And that's going to go out of bounds, so Del City with possession. Lead is 4. Not much and a long way to go in this one with 3:26 left to go here in the third. Johnson exchanges over to Turner. Turner. And we got a whistle away from the ball.
Called it both ways.
Is it a carry?
Yeah, I don't know what this.
Yeah, he did. He's carrying. He's. I guess if your hand goes to the side at all and then readjusts to the top, that's what a carry is.
Right.
You know, either coming from the bottom or up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
And, well, Lenny Hatchett just shakes his hand. It's like, I don't see this much. He's not saying anything, but they are calling it both ways, though.
Yeah, it's that same ref calling that, so I guess he.
Looking for that. Goes up strong, and he'll go to the line shooting 2 is Young. Good to see that.
Like I said, it's that same ref calling that. It's almost like he's been doing some film.
Foul's going to be on Turner. Scan that QR code and let Trey cut it. Oh, man. Yeah, we talked about this, about what you need in games like this. These are crucial, if you just get these to fall. Trying to get to 40 and a 5-point lead with the second shot coming up with 3:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Shot on the way. Up and good. 40-35, a 5-point Wolverine lead. As Graham dishes off down to Johnson. Back up top to McAllister, back to Johnson. Johnson fade away.
I don't think Coach
off the mark.
Like
Panay Basengote with the rebound. Trails going to go, splits the defenders, goes up high, gets the putback up though is good for 2. So the offensive rebounds very important in this game with 2.5 to go. Johnson exchange down underneath and a whistle on the floor. So in reverse order, Del City was up by 7 in the first quarter. Now Lawton High is up 7 here in the third quarter. Nature of quarters and streaks and runs.
Right.
And this has been nip and tuck going back forth, and their timeout is called by Del City. They'll take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're buying or selling,
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
All right, we're back here at the Wolverine Gym. Just kind of a timeout that's just catch your breath in this one with 2:28 left to go here in the third quarter. And it's a 42-35 Wolverine advantage, but a long way to go in deciding this one. Catch all the different games in the network we like to watch. Download the app. It's free to download, free to watch on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook. Like us there. Give us a follow on Instagram and X. So underneath their own goal, the Del City Eagles lets that one fly for a 3. Misses the mark. Loose ball picked up by Barnes. Barnes going to stop right at the free throw line. Lets that one bounce off. Young with Johnson with the rebound. As Tavon Johnson showing his strength underneath in shots and rebounds. And we got a whistle away from it's probably going to be on Young. Yeah, it's going to be on Young. Already that's going to be the 4th foul against the Wolverines.
I'm tracking at least 1 or 2 fouls on Young. I don't know exactly how many he has.
Quick underneath. Trying to get something going. Big district matchup here. Trying to see if they can get first place and host a regional. Back up top, boy, that defense collapses down hard. Lets that one sail for a 3. Misses the mark. Loose ball picked up by Del City. Right at the line. Wow. Young's going to pick up another one. But, bench players come off. Yeah, come off, and he's going to shoot 2. Coach will go back to his bench. He'll get Young out. Patrick will come in. 42-35. Tries to cut the lead. Misses the first. Patrick will come in. He'll replace Brewer. Champ will go to the bench. Look for him to heat up still in the second half. He hasn't really caught fire yet, but in transition, you got all these teams that are, all these players that are doing something. And Coach will go to his bench, and like you said earlier in the first half, trying to find the good mix of the people on the floor that work well together. And that changes. And Deans had to go out on the bench with 3 fouls. He's been out for about 3.5 minutes. But we'll see him definitely in the 4th. If they can get there, over to Panay. Panay will look for a little bit of help. Gets it momentarily up top. Going to drive. Oh, man, nice little move inside the lane. That was just a soft little alley-oop scoop. Just laid it up softly. Corner, 3-ball on the way. Hits it.
Big three.
That is a huge 3. They have not hit 3s. Remember in that first game, they didn't hit 0-1. They got one here. 44-39. Let them stop, sleep, and celebrate on the 3 as Young just takes it straight down and up and in for 2. Young is going to contest, going to steal. Young takes it strong, off, and the tip in by Patrick. Where are they on the floor at any given time? 48-39 with 22 seconds left to go in the 3rd. And we'll see Deans come back in after 3 fouls, and he's been out for a couple. Tries to drive against Patrick. Dish out. Young, strong, look for the... Oh, it's a blocking foul. I know he wanted to try to get the charge against Young. They got him earlier with that, but he didn't plant soon enough or long enough.
Yeah, he just have to put himself in good position.
Yeah, and Burrell...
Like I say, Johnson, he's just going to put that head down and just go towards the basket. So Burrell has to put himself in a better position to take that charge.
Burrell puts Johnson to the line, gets the first one to go.
Going back to that last foul, I was looking down here at the coaches and stuff, and I think they clarified that foul was actually on Champ Brewer instead of
All right. We'll take that. Back to a 7-point lead and a timeout on the floor They'll take it. We'll take it with them right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym, we got an exciting one here for you with 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 48-41. It's a long way to go for this one to end. So don't you go anywhere. Strap yourselves in for an exciting fourth quarter. Or an extension, like we saw in the JV game with double overtime.
Very much could be.
Well, in games like this, you just don't know. To end out. 7.5 seconds playing for the last shot. Wolverines. Across the timeline is Barnes. Off through a fire 3-ball look. Oh. Bounce once, bounce twice. We'll see how it looks. Right here, you go up. It bounces again, and you thought it was going to go in, but it does not. After 3, 48-41, Wolverines lead. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Well, high school basketball at its best. If you've just now tuned in for the Wolverines, who is on a roll. You know, as we showed you this before we started 18-1, Del City with a 10-6 record. And we go into the fourth and final period, unless there is OT. Brought to you by Home Tech Solutions, providing you the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions with both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma. 20 years of experience. Call for a free estimate today, 580-919-0328. That's 919-0328. And for a great treat here as we start the fourth period with the Del City Eagles with the ball and possession. And a whistle.
Oh, wow.
Is that going to be on Burrell?
No, that was on Young.
Young's going to pick up one. Wow. Okay, so they start off the fourth quarter with a foul. Going to inbounds Del City. It's going to be deflected. Fast break opportunity. Guess who's back? And they're going to whistle this that he stepped out of bounds or what? Because Deans had a free streak. We want some explanation here. I have no idea. I'm confused as a lot of people on the floor. I guess he must have said he stepped out.
Yeah.
But that was a late whistle. Nonetheless, back to action. Del City with the ball. Black Wolf back up top to Shaw. We're going to round perimeter this. Johnson still trying to go back and forth down underneath. Tried to penetrate. Spin move inside the paint. Bounces out, no good. Deans with the rebound. He's going to push it down the floor. Deans opportunity. Oh, makes the man miss with the block. Up for two. Deans is good. Straight to the lane. Coast to coast to make it 50-41. The guy had his hand on it for an initial block. and he took it away from him and into the hoop.
Yeah, he's so strong.
Whistle on the floor. Patrick's going to get called for one, and that's already going to be the Wolverines' second. And we're only not even a complete minute in.
Right.
At 7:10, and there's already 2 Wolverine fouls. Let that one sail off the mark. Rebound, pushing it down the floor is Young. Young with a putback. No good. Hits a save. Loose ball picked up by Del City. Running coming the other way. Panay a little bit with his hand in his face, but he gets up and over and in for the Del City score. Back down the floor. Patrick will get free from that. Try to engage. Patrick gets it tapped out, but just hands off, just barely over to Burrell. To Deans. Deans looks.
Oh, he's so strong down
Clears
there.
the lane, goes down, gets, that's stripped and stolen. Stolen away by McAllister. Del City with a steal. Let's see if they can convert it into points. The corner. Johnson. He gets his rebound. Gets it tapped away as Johnson loses it. Young put up off the glass, misses it. Still on the floor on the back end. 3 ball all the way. Misses. Rebound Patrick. 5:51 left to go. Deans. And we're going to say.
Foul number 10, Del City.
So that foul is going to be on McAllister. And that's going to be only their first of the fourth quarter. Both teams kind of staying away from it right now. Wolverines picked up 2 before there was even a complete minute off the clock, but have kind of settled down since then. Deans will look back to coach for a new play call. He'll bark that out. Oh, he's got a free lane. Oh, a nice little, what a move. Just beautiful. A display of a ballet dancer inside with the moves of left, right, and up and in off the glass. Coming back down the other way with 5:18 left to go. It's a whistle, a foul, 9-point lead. That's the largest tonight.
They're kind of like bailing them out. They're going in there out of control and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they.
Yeah. Well, Champ Brewer will check into the ball game. He will replace Patrick.
I think that's probably like 3 on him.
Well, yeah, Wolverines have 3 team fouls, 2 more until they put Del City in the bonus, and you want a little bit more clock come off that and let them have free throws. Opportunity, a timeout is called by Del City.
30.
They'll take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
Well, our OSN Game of the Week features 2 OSN teams, Del City and Lawton High. And we're at the Lawton High gym with the Wolverine lead 52-43, timeout by Del City. It's Coach Hatchett wanted to talk about it. And they'll start off with the ball, but the Wolverines, we talked about, what this team looks like. They were really cold in the first quarter. They were down by 7 in the first. They were stuck at 3 points for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally got some bench players in, got some little movement, got some motivation, finally got, to ignite the fire. But Del City underneath their own goal. Little spin move, nice up against Burrell. Going to softly put that in off the glass for 2 to bring it to 45. Panay Vasengote. Panay Over to Brewer. Champ,
Oh,
step back three.
Wow.
Oh, he was wanting it touched. Wolverines will get the ball. It was last touched by Jaden Johnson. Deans will inbounds. That was Champ Brewer's shot. Usually, oh, look at that. It was a smart move before 5 seconds. He just clashed it right off the body against Graham. Now it's in. Oh, the travel is called against Burrell, and substitutions will come back in. Del City will go to their bench. McAllister will go out. 4:43. 52-45. That is your score. Del City with the ball. Oh, they tried to give and go, but it was too convoluted. 3 ball on the way. Back iron's no good. Gets the rebound, steps out. There's a whistle. And they're going to say a push. I call it the frustrated smile. Lenny Hatchett, just you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. So, and then a nice little, that's a good exchange from underneath to get a free bucket. And boy, they chipped away at that lead in a hurry. Double dribble is called.
No, it's a foul. He grabbed him. And Coach Smith's like, we want that same push at the other end.
So Black Wolf is going to be charged with the foul. That's going to be the second team foul. 4th for Wolverines. One more, they can put them in the bonus. Wolverines with the ball. Champ Brewer crosses, dribbles behind his back. He missed a great look out of 3 that normally he'll drain. Looks, goes back to Panay. Panay will look, he'll back out, he'll get a little bit of help. Gives over to Deans. Deans looks back to coach for the new play.
ISO here.
Holds it. Back over to Deans. Deans calls a new play call. Switches, cleans everything out. He'll back up.
Yeah, they like to run a little ISO here for Deans. He's so strong with the ball in there.
Inside the lane, and they're going to say timeout is called. Right? No, a foul. Sorry.
Okay.
With the push. That's going to be on Johnson for Del City. That's going to be their 3rd. So they've got 2 more to give until they put the Wolverines in a bonus. With 3:30 left to go. Deans with the ball. He'll back out again. Clear the lane. Looks to drive. He'll dish out to Brewer. Brewer to Panay. They're playing keep away now. This is not something Wolverines normally do. They're taking a lot of time off the clock. Champ Brewer looks to engage, and they're going to say a foul on the floor.
There you go.
Make him work at it. So Meshawn Graham is going to be called with a foul. That's going to be the 4th now. So both teams with 4. 1 more, and they put the other in the bonus for the rest of the way. Way out to Panay. This end of the court, he'll set up shop with 3 to go. Really playing a lot of keep away, but man, you just don't want to put the foot off the gas and just keep scoring points, because this is not Wolverine ball, but it is strategy, very strategic, draining a lot of time off this clock, looking for what they want. Little give and go to Champ Brewer, nice little pass underneath, but dished out, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolverines. So, see, that's what I'm saying. All of that, you missed time.
Yeah.
You got time off, but you didn't convert those into points. I'm not trying to coach from the press box here, but, nonetheless, Wolverine-style basketball, I'd like to continue. Fast break opportunity. Here comes Del City. Splits the defenders, goes up hard, and he'll be fouled on the way in. See that here on the instant replay. Goes up, and the whistle.
I'd like to say that Coach Smith is probably trying to look for the right play instead of playing keep away. I don't know.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were really worried about that in the first half. It was just up and down, and the ball was all over the place.
Yeah.
And back to the free throw line.
And that's not helping Del City right there with his free throws.
Troubles at the charity stripe. Let Trey cut it. Why not let Trey cut it? Second shot coming up. Misses both. Panay with the rebound, so the Wolverines kind of go unscathed by that turnover. They'll meet Deans at the line. He's double teamed, almost triple, split in between, and now they're going to say a reach-in foul. Oh, he's going to say you hacked him on the hand. That's going to be 11.
All right,
that's going to be on Jaden Johnson. He looks back at coach, he looks back at the ref, looks back at the bench, and still with his arms like, what do you get, me? Yeah. And guess what? That put the Wolverines on the line from here on out with 2.5 to go with the 5 fouls and Deans to the line shooting 2. Very important for Deans to extend this lead. First shot up and good. Deans with the first. Trying to bring the lead back up to 7. Del City had that lead in the first quarter against the Wolverines. Little payback on this one. Shot up and good. 2.5 to go in this one. Desperation for Del City trying to make something happen. I think they only hit 1 3 so far in the second half. They really like to try to go to Johnson down low.
That's where they're going.
Bounce pass, triple teamed, almost stolen. It goes out of bounds, but the last touch was Dean's. But they tripled him.
Oh, yeah.
A triple team down below to 35. And it just went off of a Dean's arm to go out of bounds, and a timeout is called. They take it, we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventive maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventive maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
All right. We're back here at the Lawton High Gym in your Home Tech Solutions fourth quarter. Inbounds underneath is Del City. It will be McAllister. And we're ready for action with 2:16 left to go. From downtown, the 3 ball hits the front iron. The rebound, though, by Del City. And they're going to try to just kind of throw it off of a body of a Wolverine to go out of bounds so they can keep it. And McAllister will try to inbounds at the 2:04 mark. They tried another 3, and it came up just shy. Up to Graham. Graham over to Shaw. It's going to be stolen by Young. Young with and then try to put back by Panay on the floor. Missed opportunity for the Wolverines, and a tip by Champ Brewer will go out of bounds. Brewer put his hand up on the exchange pass. Heads up ball, but it goes out of bounds, and Del City with the ball. With now the time is a factor with 1:54 remaining. This is kind of one of those possessions, if you're Del City, you need to make. 3 ball on the way, and that's what we needed. As what you said, if you're gonna hit it, you're gonna hit it down to a 4-point game. A steal, put back up off the glass for 2 is good, And just like that, the 7-point game is now just a bucket, and a whistle for a timeout is called. Timeout by Lawton High. So we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford in Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
All right, back here after the timeout, where Del City they hit the three that was needed, as we said, just what the doctor ordered. And 1:22 remaining of this one. Champ Brewer back away. Now both teams are in the bonus with 5 fouls. Champ Brewer just playing keep away now with a 1-bucket lead. Can't get a turnover here. Down to a minute. They're going to try to foul someone to put them at the line if it's the time factor. So the Wolverines are going to play keep away. Back over to Deans, back over to Panay. Down to 50 seconds left to go. Panay. Del City just says make a mistake and we'll capitalize on it. Brewer almost gets that lost. Plays, and now they're going to foul him. They don't want to foul Deans. They want to try to foul Brewer.
No,
Evidently.
I think they got a timeout.
Oh, they did call a timeout. So a timeout is called. We'll take it with them right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Well, our OSN Game of the Week has been a good one that you'll want to watch again, even on demand. That will be up about maybe 30 minutes after the conclusion of this ball game, so you can watch it once again. But the Wolverines are playing keep away with just a 1-bucket lead. Both teams have 5 team fouls, so with a foul, it's going to put them at the charity stripe, so there's no fouls to give in this situation and the scenario. Champ Brewer dangerously went through 2 defenders on this side, and that's what Del City was kind of waiting for. Instead of fouling, just opportunity to see if they'll make a mistake in the transitions and a turnover, which the Wolverines really have not done. Champ Brewer will inbounds with the final 38 seconds unless we see OT. Going to give it to Deans immediately, and they're going to strip, and he called timeout. Is either a travel or a timeout, and he said it's going to be a timeout. So as fans are both on both sides. We're just going to keep it here because it was just, fans are just screaming up. You can see Coach Hatchett down here is just, he thought it was a turnover, and that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
If you play the odds that with the pressure, you can get a turnover, and then we can get a bucket either to tie or to go ahead. But the other thing is you can drain the clock.
Right.
So, you're talking about this.
Yeah, you just have to go to the basket now. I mean,
Yeah.
you have 5 fouls now.
Well, and I think
that
that they cramped down on him. It was a double team, and I think Deans thought it was a foul, and it wasn't.
Right.
And then when he was falling back, he just immediately called timeout because he didn't get the whistle that he was expecting and called for the time. So the senior called a wise timeout just in the nick of time for the Lawton High Wolverines with their streak on the line. 18-1 on the season. Only lost to Weatherford, a 4A squad on the road. Now the timeout with a full 60 that was used. We'll have 34 seconds on the clock. 54-52 Lawton High with a 1-bucket lead. You follow Lawton High Wolverine, you'll put them on the line. At what point do you do that? I would say, maybe you let 5 or 6 seconds go off the clock, and then you're going to have to try to get it back.
Go for the steal here, and
if
you don't get the steal,
way out to, and that's going to go out of bounds. Trying to go to Patrick in the corner. It's going to go out down on that low end for the Wolverines, and we'll start right back out. 33.6 seconds, so not much time has come off that clock. The collision down below. And we'll start again.
Oh, that was a cheap one right there. I saw it. I didn't know if the ref saw it.
And what was it?
They pulled him. They grabbed Avion. He was trying to get away, and they grabbed him.
Okay.
So that'll put him at the line.
So that's Shaw. Shaw's going to put Young on the line for a let Trey cut it. His relatives. He's got Trey watching this one. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cut It. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Or appointments prevent disappointments. First one is no good. We talked about how important these free throws are. Second shot coming up. We're going to swap out. So Jaden Johnson will come in and replace McAllister. To the line is Young for the second of the two. Little bend of the knees, shot up. Back iron's no good. So it's not. Now it's the other end of the floor. Here comes Del City Eagles to look to tie. Goes up off the glass for two. As good as Black Wolf. Coming back down on the other end of the floor. It's all tied up at 54 apiece. Loose ball, and there is a travel call. So all of that time, we've got 14 seconds remaining. It's a tie ball game. Del City with the ball and an opportunity to try to win it. Try to take it back from what the Wolverines did with a setback three with Champ Brewer up at the Del City gym to win it.
I don't even know if Del City has any timeouts left.
Okay, we're going to inbounds is Graham for Del City. 14 seconds remain. Going to toss this way out. Guarded against Panay. Crosses the timeline. Outside corner. Back up, it's stolen by Champ Brewer at the buzzer. Puts it up off the glass. No good with 2 seconds.
Too fast.
This is an opportunity at three. Puts it up. No good. We're going into overtime. No. He said, did he step out of bounds? What's the call here? He's going to go to the scorer's table. There is something here. We got to find out what has happened here. They have not made a decision whether or not the clock has expired. He was talking to Coach Hatchett on the side. We'll get two officials here at the scorer table, and we'll find out. So they're going to put 1.5 seconds on the clock. But it's going to be Del City ball?
Yeah.
They shot it and went up off the glass. So we are not decided for the fourth quarter yet. Remember, the JV boys went into two overtimes where Lawton High wins 64-62. A lot on the line here on the home floor. A lot to transpire between this game and the game on Friday against Midwest City. They're going to put 1.5 seconds on the clock. Del City with the ball to inbounds. Coach will draw it up. So we thought it expired, and I think Coach Hatchett called a timeout, I think. I mean, why would the clock stop? It was right there on that exchange, and that one official came over to make it clear of whether that was clear.
Right.
Now, this is going to be a pass in for a shot heard around the world. The Del City Eagles.
Hopefully there are no fouls. We definitely can't foul.
That's the thing. 1.5 seconds. They drew up the play. Here it comes. Shaw looks to inbounds.
Oh, he was wide open.
It's wide open for that. It expires, and that is it. Del City wins.
I saw it the whole time.
They snuck away, and they got the revenge. We'll put it back on the instant replay. Watch how he escapes, and nobody is back home. He makes the decision from up the top. He goes up and in, off the glass. Del City wins.
Yeah, I'm
at the buzzer.
I'm standing up here, and I can see the board from Coach Hatchett drawing it up and everything, and I saw it.
So the Wolverines go down in defeat, and this was a game for the ages. You'll want to go watch. Both Smith and Hatchett give a bear hug to each other. They know they'll see each other again. A lot on the line. But remember, we said that Del City was kind of backed up against the wall because they needed an opportunity. They win by a bucket. And it really started back to what I said, and I don't second-guess coaching, but, you took a lot of time off the clock, which was not Lawton High's, MO.
Right.
But hats off to Del City. Del City drew it up just as Coach Hatchett is, very familiar with this kind of territory, and Del City takes one on the road against Lawton High. Now, the Wolverines, they'll have to lick their wounds fast because they're going to have to play Midwest City on Friday, which will be another determining factor for this wild, crazy matchups. So what a contest. And the Wolverines only have their second loss of the season after losing to Weatherford. They finally, and I said before the game, are you going to get caught up in one of these where you kind of lose one and you'd rather lose earlier on than lose one of these when it's so pivotal? But what a game. Hats off to Coach Lenny Hatchett, who drew up the play. He was from the top, ran down below, and nobody saw it.
Right.
Except for those who drew it up.
Yeah, like I said, I was standing here and I saw it on the board and everything, and then I'm like, oh, wow, I hope we'll see if that works. I mean, a play like that, you can either get a play, the results that you just got, or you can hopefully get a foul.
Get a foul, or then you're playing for overtime. You have really nothing to lose. You're on the road. The Del City Eagles are very excited with a big win over against Lawton High Wolverines. Now, you'll see these teams, Del City, Midwest City, Carl Albert, MacArthur, these are all teams on the west side trying to get in that final 8 to punch it to state. And we got a long way to go for this one. But for Greg Hinton, for myself, Eric Sharon, don't forget Friday, full slate of games that you'll want to see. Carl Albert and MacArthur. Lawton High against Midwest City. Del City versus Altus. Elgin will be will be up there on Friday as well. So it's a great week for OSN basketball. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. For Greg Hinton, this is Eric Sharon bidding you a pleasant good evening. Del City over Lawton High, 56-54.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.